Hello. In this series, I plan on going through different K-pop groups' variety show eras and evaluating their level of entertainment, production value, and narrative voice in terms of how they shaped the eventual album release that followed or took place concurrently with these shows' airings. Ultimately, I want to bring attention to these various shows since it might be difficult and daunting for newer fans of these groups to know where to start and what may fit their taste in entertainment. All of this is subjective and not that serious, so please do not argue in the comments. That being said, please feel free to share your rankings and favorite moments from these shows in the comments. Let's get started. The Boyz is an 11-member group currently under IST Entertainment. Throughout the following clips, you may see former member Hwal, who joined many of the group's activities until his personal departure in 2019. I got my list of shows from their wiki page, and I'm not sure if I covered all of their variety shows, but I included most of the ones I found. Starting with Flower Snack, overall it's a classic. In terms of the narrative direction, the show establishes many of the members' interests, skills, and positions in the group. Hosted with Kwang Hyuk-soo, the show itself spots several guest appearances by produced one-on-one trainees, Narsha and even Sam Kim. Tasking the members in opening their own restaurant, they also take on activities of different professions in order to display their hardworking natures. I love how the show really sets the platform for the direction they wanted to take this group. Though they are idols, the show does a good job in displaying that anyone can be in their position. The cafe even invites a wide array of guests, displaying that anyone can enjoy the charm of the group. This is definitely a S-rank show in terms of entertainment. Come On the Boyz is an ongoing series in which I can only describe it as a shorter form vlog type web series. From season to season, the means in which camera perspectives change, skewing the narrative direction a little bit. However, the end goal is usually the same. They release a show, then release a follow-up album. It garners hype, I presume. In the first series, the show is smaller form and allows the boys to explore different tasks. Most are allowed to show their charm, but the way in which the first series is filmed feels a lot like content is cut. That being said, it is still funny to watch, definitely B tier. Come On the Boyz, What's Your Number is kind of the same as the one before it. It is enjoyable for what it is, but the show still has members for the most part experiencing the same situations we've seen. The budget is a little bigger though, so I have to give it that B tier rank. Honestly, it's iconic, it's amazing, it entertains, and it's great. Come On the Boyz Summer Vacation is just top tier entertainment. I know this show gets a lot of praise, but for good reason. The concept is simple. Throw all the members in a summer vacation house in order to compete in fake challenges that earn them money to purchase camp gear and extra activities. You would think that this would not be that interesting, however, the production crew allows all the members to shine individually throughout the show. The group's perfect dynamic and the way in which they show off their teamwork is very evident throughout, and we even get some deep retrospective moments pocketed throughout. I've rewatched the season many times, S tier. Moving from a personal favorite to one that is still hard to watch years later. Though it is entertaining throughout, and this time the production put a lot of effort in forming a cohesive theme throughout the show, at times I feel like the members are trying to make use of what they have around them to make an interesting show, and it honestly drags. The scenes at the whiteboard especially show this off, however, I did laugh a few times. Not bad, but other Come On seasons have felt more personable. Unfortunately, I would have to rank this D tier. Moving on ahead, Come On the Boyz in Newark is really fun. The members I remember went to KCON, even shot their DDD video here this era. Does anyone remember when that video of them filming leaked? For the most part, seeing them explore throughout the city is great. We have them interacting in America, going to the Marvel Museum at Madame Tussauds, and we even see them jet skiing in that nasty water, busking and exploring the vessel, which is now indefinitely closed at the time of making this video. Also, in doing research for this video, I found that they were on Good Day New York and even on the Madame Tussauds New York website. However, they mistakenly called Hyunjae Juyeon. I would have to rank this A tier. The 100 is just a great relaxing show to watch while you unwind at night. It has a lot of the similar situations we already went through, however the boys work on a self-made clock system to evenly plan out their schedule in preparation for a stage to show their fans. I love this show being that it was one of their earlier seasons to come out, and the group does not fail to entertain. Again, it's one of the earlier seasons that just profit so much for the members being able to use their off-the-cuff banter. B rank. Our Happy Home is very different. Usually we follow these K-pop groups taking care of younger children or even babies, but here we have the boys tasked with adopting little Peanut and Walnut, and then eventually preparing them from foster to be adopted by another family. It is really interesting to see the members interact with something outside of their group, because it really shows their group dynamic very well. Not only does it show their teamwork very well, it does a great job in just allowing fans to connect with them on a more emotional level. All of this combined with the process in which the doctor eventually let go to a new home makes it even more sad. Definitely an A tier show. Switch is an odd one that I like, but also kind of have to cringe throughout watching, imagining I would probably act the same way if I was randomly attacked by my favorite artist when I'm just trying to go on with my day. Most of the interactions are wholesome, but you can tell some of the participants are actually stressed. The boys try not to escalate the awkwardness, but at times it is just unbearable. C tier. Thumping Travel is similar to another The Boys show titled Battle Trip with Hyunjae and Haekyeon. I like this show only because I feel as though we do not usually get to see Sang-yeon, for that matter, embark on solo missions. With Haekyeon there, it seems like it eases some of the tension between stressful situations both are put in, so definitely A tier. What is there not to like with Odoseo? Each little episode is just like a master class in something new. From cooking to aegyo to crafts, this little Japanese variety show hosts ever-changing cast of members is really fun. Though the show has many episodes, there is not that big of an overarching story, so you don't have to watch every one if you cannot sit through all of it. That being said, if you do have time to throw up on the background of the TV while you study or clean, it's a really good show to just relax to. S tier. For the lazy but hungry, The Boys is fun but similar to Odoseo. That being said, it is mainly about food and only food. So same review as Odoseo as you're hungry. You can just throw it on the TV in the background if you want as background noise. C tier. Alright, we're at the halfway point. Road to Kingdom is just magical. Though Mnet tries to make the season absolutely terrible, you cannot deny that all the groups put effort into every stage. That being said, The Boys really set the bar high this season. Watching the season without stressing who is going to make it to the next week is so much better. Having that knowledge in your brain allows you to enjoy the rewatch. Although I did not like how the groups were sent home initially, I think that for what the show is trying to do, the groups are entertaining. I do feel as though the producers tried to make everything more dramatic than it had to be though. The Boys would go on to win this season. I wish that newer fans can see how much the show meant to them at the time. However, it's just a strange time capsule. S tier. Alright, and just like that, we're in the trenches. Kingdom Legendary War was very stressful for all the parties involved. The Boys in particular brought their performance edge and just built upon it in a larger way. The sets were bigger, production was expanded immensely, and the hype for the season was through the roof. I do not think the ratings were that good for this show since the drama was very crazy. A lot of inner fan fighting. But that being said, if you were to watch the season without knowing anything about any of the groups, the performances are just so professional and epic. There is a certain weight for each performance that cannot be matched. That little mama teaser they had for the season in which Stray Kids, ATEEZ, and The Boys had a little performance was really good. It would be ranked higher if Mnet had not stressed all the parties involved. Solely for that reason, I'm ranking it C tier. Alright, I have not seen the Universe shows at all, but the way they are based on the clips I was able to find through fans online and forums, I would definitely say the production had high hopes for these seasons. Each miniseries is similar to The Boys Fair, centered around the boys' different concepts. Out of all of them, I really like Chemimate and the Blood Death match. Chemimate would definitely get to go to a B rank. Sap Dance or SSAP Dance, however you pronounce it, seems fun, but how come I can't find any clips of it? I tried the best I could when researching for this video, but I just could not. So please share if you like Sap Dance below and let me know what it's about, because there is nothing like it on the internet if you kind of search around. For the most part, for what I see, B tier. I personally like the Drink It era a lot, so I'm just gonna put it at B rank right off the bat. The quality in the Universe shows are definitely interesting, and we have seen the members do similar things. Similar to when they had the bullseye throwing concept with their shoes we saw them do in The Boys New York. It just seems regurgitated at times, though I do see why it's kind of interesting for newer fans. Definitely B tier. Do Not Disturb or D&D is honestly like a return to form for the boys. They shine the most when they're just given a house to do normal things, which is really funny to me. Definitely I would have to rank it B, and just because I'm ranking this B, I'm taking it upon myself to re-rank the 100 to rank A, just for setting the standard for the future variety shows for the boys. I just think it's that good and still holds up until now, so definitely B rank for the 100. Timeout is just so fun. And if D&D is like strolling down memory lane, Timeout gives summer RPG nostalgia while offering new updated views on how life is for the boys a few years later into their careers. The members talk deep this series, and you can definitely see how growing up in the industry has affected them. It is kind of emotional seeing them perform similar cooking, dancing, and guessing game tasks without Hwall. Definitely A rank, a definite must watch. Immersive Boys is fun. We see them directing different situations while acting various scenarios together. It is just ridiculous, but it works out kind of well. Again, without much effort, the boys just tend to entertain each other, and you can tell that even though they are a little older, they do not mind to get a little unserious together. Definitely B tier. Outing the Boys is very entertaining. It feels like the boys fill out a lot of the things they haven't done together on Variety yet, but in a new, interesting way. The scenes in which they joke together in this large sleeping bag or play in an internet cafe being some of the standout moments for the show for me. B tier. Definitely a spiritual successor to Odoseo. The boys Heaven and Hell take our group outside to perform various tasks together. It's kind of fun seeing them do Odoseo tasks outdoors. It just gives the production crew a few more options for the members to enjoy, so it's definitely A tier. Alright, and that's my overall ranking for the Boyz variety shows. After writing this video, I know I left out some of the shows like the Sailor House or Fitness Boys, but just know that I did watch those a while back and I did enjoy them. There are probably more I'm missing, but please be nice and share them in the comments below. I love the Boyz and love to see how their music and variety show appearances have evolved throughout the year, so it's really entertaining. Immense credits go out to a lot of the subbed videos I watched, the B creators. I would say a lot of the content would go unwatched if it was not for you guys, so thank you. And it means a lot. Thank you for watching my first long form video, and please like, subscribe, and comment which other groups I should cover next for this series. Have a good day.